I'm doing canning. I don't think I really have a reason to, but I'm doing it anyway. Just because I like the process.
Yeah, canning's fun.
Let's see here.
Okay, so these turrets aren't going to be self-feeders like our upper left. I'm just going to make them basic and just load them up with a shit ton of ammo.
How are you not powered?
Okay, you want to move them over
it's
a
out of
bit?
range.
I'm going to need
Whoops.
the space over here.
No problem.
Like, over near that power line is probably perfect.
There we go.
Okay.
And there's our first customer. Let's go ahead and load this thing up with
Here
some
they
ammo.
come. Here comes the
Okay,
bads.
so we need sulfur
Also, bird-
and... Wait, we need...
What's
That's
up?
a weird angle to build them at.
Oh, yeah, I guess it
sulfur
is
water,
that.
which
just because I'm
requires-
right here below your wall. I'm like, huh? Are you keeping me out?
Okay.
I didn't realize that you were down here building shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm building my dumb secondary oil source to feed up to the main one.
Yeah.
Wee. Ow.
Oh, I see. It
We're
actually
building fast tracks somewhere, aren't we?
requires certain things.
We're building what? Fast inserter?
Fast-
Not fast inserters. Fast conveyors, though.
Yeah. Where are they?
Wait,
Oh, there it is. I'm just going
What's
over
that
to
one?
grab a bunch of fast conveyors.
do I need to physically move sulfur? Sulfur can't be piped. Got it.
Yeah, so sulfur will need
traps.
inserters to pull it out.
Kitchen out.
The fun twist is that stuff randomly switches between the two.
Yeah, so if it doesn't have arrows coming out of it, then you know it's going to be X, and if it does, then you know it's going to be Y,
Yep.
basically.
Oops.
Yep.
You got a good beat on it.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, and I've actually never messed with water. I assume I just make like a basic water pump somewhere.
Yeah,
Offshore pump?
so offshore pump will get your water.
Yep.
Okay. Gotta figure out how to route the petroleum in here. Actually, that's not so bad.
Uric acid. Copper and iron plates. Okay.
Going to be tanky as shit.
Shit.
Yeah, it's very difficult, but I think that your threading idea that we have going on here will work out well.
Right now that I just completely miscalculated my path I'm taking.
If you want to make a factory that makes just a ton of pipes, that actually could be kind of nice.
It's not entirely
Probably not.
necessary, but yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I was planning on going and making more pump jacks, actually.
On some level, unlike tracks, you kind of hit a capacity really quick on how many more pipes you really want.
Yeah, pipes are... Actually, once we get our pipelines more or less established, we're not going to make pipes ever again. So it's not too necessary.
Okay.
Because the good thing
I'm
about
just
pipes is that you can reuse them
running
kind of
low.
a lot.
Yeah, you constantly have to make
Okay.
more, but before long you just aren't making more pipelines a lot of time.
What are
Exactly.
these?
This is more oil.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he's making barrels of crude. So heat and
how
water.
do I-
You're gonna need to work out like how exactly.
Oh
to
right,
the
because you're
pump
trying to
jack.
get water access.
Yeah.
I am. What is this?
Where's the water
Keith,
feeding
you wanna
to?
Move, you want to move the lines over here instead?
Where's the water trying to get to? Oh,
It's
right over
going
there.
to the sulfuric stuff.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Probably not an issue. Oh yeah.
Ta-da!
Yep. There we go.
Problem solved.
Okay.
I did it.
Cool.
Let's see. Need some power lines.
This will be threading the needle a bit, though. Figuring
there
out
we
where
go.
what path
Well,
to take here.
that's kind of that's just how oil
got
pipelines
this.
are made.
I got this. All right. Okay. I can make this work. I just need a fast underground. I don't think I've ever made a fast underground before, actually. That's like a new concept for me.
I think it's really funny because, like, for me, those are like staples of my bases. And like we played this game very, very differently.
Oh yeah, you can see my
Because,
videos online to see like what path I took. Like I think I generally had a small base in general.
Yeah, you had a much smaller scale base than I ever did.
I never made trains, but I made it all the way to alien science and blue science and everything.
You don't really need trains because, like, honestly, if you make it to blue science, then you can beat the game just by pure patience.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more efficient to make trains and have like crazy like
There we go. Put this back on the track.
sprawled out bases and whatnot.
All right. Having fun times here.
Cool. All right, so I'm going to tap another oil reserve in a bit. What I want to do is, I think I'm going to move the turrets to be a little bit more different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops. So because Wander's refinery here has an extra little input just sitting there, I can actually just tap directly into that with what I'm doing here.
Yep.
Yeah, go for it.
So, that's part's convenient. I am out of steel. Gonna have to grab more of that.
Okay.
So I can't make power lines right now.
Okay.
So you're gonna empty the barrels. Send them right over here. Except that should really be underground.
Probably don't need multiple inputs on this. Do you need to hook up both sides of each refinery, or does that not matter?
No.
Okay. Because I'm noticing we have like some spare pipe entries here and there. And
Do you mean
the inputs?
You mean refinery or chemical plant?
refinery?
No, you don't need to do that.
Okay. Cool. That simplifies things a bit. All right.
Yep.
So that should be oil in every.
I need steel.
Okay, there we go. I see. So
I'm coming,
to
steel.
At least output it a little bit.
Yeah, then if you have a little bit of pipe, it'll start working.
Okay.
It's just so fantastic to have access to medium pulse. So this will all be feeding directly in, so that it'll be taking all that oil from down there and adding it to the system up here.
Yeah.
That'll be good for
Okay.
us. Should probably just add it in directly, honestly.
I have run out of
Really?
everything.
I really hate this part of the game.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. It's just another puzzle. It's
I'm
just another thing to
enjoying it now.
solve.
Yeah. It's just
okay.
process. I
And a
wish
long
they
list
kind
of
of
things to
introduced
solve.
oil a little bit slower. Like there's a lot
Then
of
all
just-
at once? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that just gets thrown at you, and if you don't know what you're doing, it's like, eh.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. You basically do the whole thing all at once.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
see
look,
here.
I hope that I was able to explain it well enough anyway.
These will get grabbed if I put them here. Yep.
Okay.
What am I missing here? Oh yeah, normal pipe. There we go.
Uh-oh.
So I should be outputting oil, I believe.
There we go.
That should be working, except for that I think there's
We're doing sulfuric acid.
limits to the actual use of the oil right now, because we're probably backed up right now, aren't we?
Oh yeah, we're not making
Oh, yeah.
anything, so
Oh,
we're
yeah.
not using any oil.
But I've added in yet another input for the oil. So now when we're using it, it'll be used a whole lot.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, I think I'm making sulfuric. I got a storage tank. Oh, I need iron. Ah, balls.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
I've got a few hundred iron. I can't just hand them to you though. Oh, you're trying to ship iron down to that spot. Okay. Did not understand the premise.
Yeah. How?
Probably a lot of underground
How
tunnels.
far? Yeah, I'm making.
Yeah, so-
how long? How far do they
He's-
go? Like how?
Pretty
how
far.
does a? Okay.
Think about 8 or
Just as
10
far as the
tiles.
underground ones.
Yeah, absolutely. So you definitely
Okay,
want to
cool.
use that to get that over there. Good call there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna create a chest of barrels and just have them auto-loading into the machine, because you can only physically
No,
load a
good
few.
idea.
You can only load a few barrels in the first place. It accepts like 10 at a time, I think.
What was the question, Wander?
Oh, I see. I'm trying to figure out how to get the conveyor to work here.
Make sure it's rotated the right way.
Oh,
There we go.
there we go. It's not far enough. That's the issue. I got to find a shorter distance to try and bridge.
So one thing I'm wondering, do you think that this do you think these derricks down here are going to get attacked by
Good job.
Critters, or are they just going north?
I think they're going north, but you'll want to keep an eye on them.
Yeah, I should probably just make some turrets just to get started
Yeah.
before things go poorly
Well, we
for
have
me.
a couple of turrets that are kind of in the middle of our base that are probably never going to get attacked.
Yeah,
again.
'cause we keep
like, if you look
pushing
at where
outward.
I am. Yeah, if you look at where I am, we have 3 turrets. Why don't you go ahead and
Are those the old
steal
coal
these.
turrets?
Yeah, the old coal turrets. They're never going to get attacked again. So why don't you repurpose them?
Oh my god, look at this backlog of crude oil.
Okay, they're good. There we go.
We're
That
gonna
should be perfect.
You know as well as I that we're gonna burn through all of that.
I know. No, I mean, like, look at do you see the barrels though building up?
I didn't look at it.
The track's probably gonna fill. It's kind of great. Let's repurpose these guns
It's just
real quick.
making America happy as shit. That's
Yeah,
Oh no.
we're just further inviting all incoming attacks. It'll go great. What
Little
can go
bit.
wrong?
Okay, there we go.
We'll be fine.
Oh, right. That to go all the way down here.
By the way, thanks, Wander. Now Keith hates cartoons is now apparently an ongoing thing.
I mean, it's true. You do hate cartoons. You never actually said what cartoons you'd like.
Didn't I immediately start listing a bunch in that conversation just now?
Just now or like a while ago.
The one we had.
You said you...
The one we just had during Scrap Mechanic.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
I used to basically just watch cartoons and Star Trek when I was a kid. For a very long
me
time,
too.
for a very long time, the only channel I really had access to was KQCA 58, which was like some variation of Fox or something. I want to say, or WB.
Mm-hmm.
So like it had.
Okay.
It would seriously have like a hard cut, I believe, from like, I think it was Animaniacs would go directly into Simpsons, then Star Trek for an hour, and then Third Rock from the
Okay.
Sun.
Quick
So
It sounds
interruption here.
like public, not public access, but like
It was a rabbit ears channel. Like we didn't have cable.
Yeah.
We had a shitty television in like the quote unquote playroom of my dad's shop, and we just would sit there and play Nintendo 64 or watch the one
Okay.
channel we had access to that we cared about.
Gotta ask, there's something wrong with my, what happened here? Somebody interrupted my pipeline.
Where?
I don't know. I'm not getting any more, petroleum.
From where?
it's probably because it stopped producing it.
Which thing are you trying to get stuff fed into? Oh,
I'm trying
the
to get
chemical
basic
plants.
oil processing into this, but it's just totally
It goes back
stopped, and I haven't
here.
touched the pipe.
It's because you're not it's because none of the heavy or light oil is being made. Therefore, the refineries aren't working.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at this oil refiner in the middle, for example, Wander, and if you look at its output, it has 9 basic oil and 9 it has 9 heavy and light oil, and it's completely empty on
get rid of
petroleum
that
because it's
stuff.
been
I
removed.
I get it.
It's a pain in the ass.
You got to
But
make
yeah,
those storage
you have
containers.
You have to make storage containers now to get it to actually output the
Okay.
stuff.
Yep. I see.
And that's what makes it really difficult, is that
Yep.
challenge.
You get a real long chain of storage containers at some point if you're not using them.
Yep.
Although we can eventually get research
We'll
that'll
make
let you
solid
turn
fuel.
one into the other one and stuff like that.
And we can make solid fuel for now.
Okay, so I'll start.
Oh,
I'll
that's
start
why
taking
there
care of
wasn't
that.
any iron.
Oh, we're
There's
not-
Keith being a goddamn glutton.
We're not researching. Let's see.
There's nothing really to research.
Lab efficiency. That's
Yeah.
research for its own sake. Wait, combat robotics. We can already start researching that?
Yeah, but it's not very useful.
Are we headed... We can't get drones yet, can we?
No, that requires blue science.
Where's logistics robot? Yep, there. Now that's speed upgrade.
Okay.
Flight.
So I'm going to need to take about, 2 minutes to get my package, so I'll be right back.
Have fun.
That's fine.
Logistics robots don't cost blue? What? That just blew my mind. I did not see that coming. It costs a lot of other things, though. They cost a bunch of things we don't have yet.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Make some storage tanks.
So for logistics robot, we need flight and we need robotics. Where's robotics? Oh, I can just click on it directly. Alright, let's research robotics. We can't. We need advanced electronics and electric engine. Alright, let's research electric engine. That one. So, do you know anything about robots in this game yet, Wander?
Nope.
They're kind of great. So, you basically have to set up like a radio tower that is like their central like brain, but then within that zone, they just do the thing is that is their job basically. And so, specifically logistics ones, which are like the only ones I care about, they basically just carry stuff around for you. And easily my favorite part of that is the fact that you get an inventory slot where you can just request objects, and then the logistics robots will just show up with those objects in your inventory without you having to run all the way back for it. And it's so great.
Nice.
Also, your turrets are now being destroyed.
You want to fix it? Cause
yeah, I'll take a look at it.
I'm working on.
That was definitely a nuclear symbol that time.
Fuck.
That was the bad one. Let's see. Hopefully there's still towers over there. Let's see. I mean, hopefully there's still all of our buildings for mining things over there. I don't give a shit what Bird says. We need to make cars. It takes so long to walk across our own base.
Yeah.
You can seriously make
It's a pain.
cars in this game. They have RC controls where you have to like press forward to go forward and then try to steer left and right like a tank.
That's really weird.
Yeah. You have to manually move them with WASD. You actually did the track thing where you try to push the enemies away.
Yeah, why not?
That
I
is
had a bunch
funny.
of track.
That is
It
funny.
worked. It works, actually. It takes them marginally longer to get to
That is silly.
stuff.
Video games
I
are
have no
silly.
I have no defense apart from it works, so I'll take it, but...
Yeah. Well, it'd really help as a wall. So I think I'll start doing that because these things are legitimately getting destroyed right now. Oh, I have purple science. I have alien technology. I need to go put that away somewhere. So yeah, just don't tell Bird, but I'm researching robots. Let's see.
Cool. Makes a lot of sense.
Research flight now.
There we
Can I
go.
make wall? I should be able to make walls over here. Where'd we?
Okay.
What menu did they hide that in? Oh, you need bricks. So yeah, now that we have a constant source of bricks, we can just make brick walls basically that hold things out. So you put that in front of your turrets, and your turrets are less likely to get obliterated.
Yep. Question: do we actually use light oil or heavy oil for stuff? I assume you said we use them for stuff. Oh, sweet! We can make lube.
There's a series of complicated, plasticky, oily related objects that all end up using most of the components we're talking about here.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna stick a storage
I forgot
thing
I was
at the end
literally
of
crafting.
that.
What's going on here? This required steel?
Oh. I getcha. Need a
Totally
fuck
forgot
ton
about
of
that somehow.
pipes.
Whoa,
I
something's
need
being
more
attacked.
pipes here.
Uh-oh. Where is that?
Right in the center of the base, actually.
Oh, they're attacking our coal mines. That's where Bert said to
right.
take away the turrets. And now they're dying.
Bird?
What a tragedy.
Bird thinks things.
Oh no.
Question, can I link a bunch of storage containers together?
Yes. You can loop them. You can just
Cool.
infinitely link them together on their inputs and outputs, and they'll just keep increasing your capacity.
That's super useful.
Yep. Alright, so we're gonna have to put more turrets down here, because this isn't working out. I'm weirded out by how by the concept that we're on our way towards researching robots, and we have an oil system already, because we've only been playing for a few hours. It's like when you play Dark Souls
Yeah.
for the second time and you're like, wait, we're here already? Like, you're constantly, throughout your entire playthrough, are constantly like, we're here already? We're here already? How are we here already? Because it like just goes so fast the second time. And there's a mixture of doing it again and playing it with with 2 other people, where it's like, how fast? How is this going so fast? What the hell? We're gonna beat the game in like 4 minutes.
Okay, there we go. Question: if I pick up a storage tank, what happens to all the stuff inside of it?
You probably destroy it all. I don't know.
Ah. All right, worth it.
Like,
I'll
well,
have to figure out
fuck
a
it.
better. I'll have to figure out a better pipe system for storing this shit. Oh, you know what?
Oh right, I need a bunch of ammo too. I'm trying to craft turrets and ammo to cover that weak spot that came up, because that's an issue.
Do it from down here.
There's definitely
wait,
a thing where just at some point I can't create infinite ammo feeds for all of these different turrets. That's actually that's actually a perfect example of what the logistics robots are good for. Is that you can tell them to deliver things continuously to certain locations to make sure they always have a certain supply there. And so that's what's great there is like when you have all these disparate turret locations, we could have the drones resupplying them. Whereas doing it ourselves would be like a horrible situation of having to create more and more tracks all over the entire map that lead to every perimeter turret.
Got that taken care of. I need
Admittedly,
more
we're talking
storage
about a short gap between having those kinds of supplies and being able to just be like, all the bad guys are dead. Admittedly, that's a little niche.
tanks. Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
We missed you
Understandable.
very much. Also, you know that place where you said...
broke.
So, funny thing, Bird, you know when you told me to take those turrets away and move them elsewhere?
Is that where we got attacked there? No way.
They started destroying our coal.
That's so fucked up. How did they do that?
It's actually kind of hard to tell what path they took that made them prioritize that. But
That's insane.
enemy AI is fascinating in this game. It's the middle of our base. Like, they must have gone through that southern connection right below you, and then turn right and attack the oil of all things. That's the only real logic
It must
there.
be programmed to like try and find weak points or something, because that's like
Yeah.
bizarre.
Or the largest producer of
Yeah,
pollution.
I do-
Pollution?
I do think it
Yeah,
might
maybe.
single out. It might single out things like coal and oil.
I mean, I personally think that it goes for the like pollution sources, or it might just try to go for raw resources, like you were saying, like coal and whatnot.
Yeah. One thing I want to do is I want to start working on perimeters because I have a brick creator.
We could start building towards walls if you feel like it.
Yeah. If I start putting down walls, I can, for example, plug that hole over there and put turrets behind it. So then it doesn't matter what they're going after. It's just they're going to get stopped there.
True. That's a perfectly.
Okay.
We have a lot
Good
of bricks
strategy.
up here. We have like 2,000 bricks up here, I think. Yep, I can currently
Yeah,
make
brick is one of those resources that you just basically like never use.
Yeah, you
so-
set it up in the background, and it just suddenly you have a bunch of it, and you forgot that you were making it.
Yep, and
Wow,
it's a good
walls
thing.
build fast. I'm like mashing the click button, and it's like actually not building that much slower than I was mashing.
Yeah, no,
These turrets
it's so
down
like
here are getting
making
hammered.
it's so like making gears, like they just pop out.
Okay. Oh.
There we go.
Right.
We never go this way, so I'm not even gonna make an opening for us to walk through. It's just gonna be walled off.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, I connected another oil
There we
patch to our
Question,
network here.
Bird.
Yep.
How do we know what the output is?
Of what?
Is on all of these? Like, can I
Is it
tell
all?
that all of these? Well, yeah, but like,
Mm-hmm.
if all of the symbols are lined up, then all of these are producing them at maximum efficiency.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
awesome.
you can mouse over things to see like it'll give you like a little bar, and based on how full it is, will tell you how much pressure is in that pipe for that particular thing.
Yep. Okay, hold on. What?
All right, we'll be
Oh,
defended
not too
for a
far
while
away.
on this south boundary now. If you see what I got
Okay,
here,
good.
Okay.
we've got a series
Still
of
need a
turrets
ton of
here,
pipe.
and we've got a double-decker wall.
then we're pretty much impervious.
Yeah. Or so they thought, and then society fell. Blah 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 blah.
They're gonna show up somewhere. I know it. You know it.
Oh yeah, that's what they do.
Well, that's true.
Like some kind
bear
of
with my
insects or something, right?
smile. Gross.
I actually ran out of wall.
This is gonna start looking real ugly real fast.
Oh yeah,
It's totally understandable, man.
that's exactly what we were talking about with the oil refinery stuff.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
no,
You contaminated. Okay,
The moment
good.
you start adding stuff, it's just a clusterfuck of overlapping pipes and cross-contamination and nonsense.
It's contaminated for a bit.
Oh,
though.
wow.
Yeah, he was able to actually fix it. That like never happened.
Funnily
Good
enough-
job.
Well, no,
Funnily enough,
it's still contaminated, bird.
Funnily enough, like the big sign
yeah.
right now that there's a throughput is the fact that you can see all these white barrels going along my
Okay.
track. Those are the ones that are emptied, which means that they're being emptied in the first place.
So this is a light oil pipeline that you... Okay. So the way to fix it, if this happens, is just pick up the pipes.
Just give up. Oh,
Basically,
weird.
like, once it's contaminated a little bit, you have to, like, pick up every single pipe.
Oh, this purple-white nightmare?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's not a great time.
What about the underground pipes? Did
Yes,
they
pick
get
them up as well.
contaminated?
Yep.
Fuck.
It's not a great time.
Yeah, I
I'm
didn't
gonna-
realize that my pipes would automatically connect to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
If they're adjacent at all. That's the best part about underground ones, is that even when they're adjacent, you control what direction they face.
Yep.
So if you spam underground pipes a lot, you can get away with a lot.
Yeah, that's why I told him to follow that dream.
So like, whenever I
that
see
dream
somebody's pipe system, it often looks like a bunch of plus signs, because they'll just make a bunch of nexuses of underground pipes. Like this little stretch of light over here that I'm standing by would often also be just made underground just to get rid of the stretch that's connecting it.
Oh, interesting. You don't actually have to delete pipes, by the way. You just have to delete the furthest pipe, and it keeps pushing it to the end, where it's supposed
Yeah.
to go
Okay.
in. Yep.
There's so many barrels. I should make more. Actually, don't have the steel for it.
Hey, Keith.
What?
What's your favorite type of roll?
Okay.
Is it a barrel roll?
French?
Ah.
Bam!
Why is this blinking? Hey, bird.
Don't worry
Help me
about
out
it. It's
here?
cool.
Or is it?
What's
Is
blinking?
it like maxing it out? I'm just noticing. Oh. Nope. I'm so
Did that
super
finish
confused.
exporting?
Every once in a while,
Sure did. Right.
Every once in a while, the petroleum gas blinks on and off. Do you notice that?
It's because we use petroleum gas a lot, and
Okay.
we don't have a whole lot of pipes. We only have 3 refineries running it right now.
I don't have a storage
Oh.
container. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, no, the petroleum's disappearing because it's literally hitting zero because it's being used
Yeah.
up faster than it's being provided.
Yeah, that's
so I
pretty
don't
much what it is.
actually. I don't actually have to make another sulfur plant.
No, that thing's busy.
We
That
can't.
thing is-
It's using up all of our petroleum right now.
Yeah, it's keeping up.
I didn't know if I needed to make another one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is,
Yeah, if you
oil's kind of a bitch because like we use petroleum.
so Wander,
a
come to
ton,
the chemical
like,
plant
none of
real
the
quick and
others.
click on it. If you click on it and watch it, you'll see this meter moving, and every now and then it'll stop building at all. You see that happening every now and then?
Yeah, that's
What-
because it's running out of petroleum.
Yeah,
Yep, I see it.
you can tell that it's the petroleum that's limiting it each time. So right now we don't need any more sulfur production. It's just the resource needs to get to it faster, which is hard to do. Although right now we're
more
still getting
iron.
plenty of petroleum, so it's not really a big deal. We are
I'm
on
gonna
our way to
increase that
batteries.
just by a bit.
Yeah, there's the battery maker.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up and move it a little.
Okay.
You know what we need? Light.
Yeah.
Well,
this
okay,
place is pretty
God,
dark.
Old
Boom.
Testament God, give it a shot.
Boom! You can see everything
Thank
now.
And Koof said, "Let there be light."
They're just satisfying to
And
put down
low.
sometimes.
Yeah, it
was
is fun.
light.
This whole corner of the map's just dark. Oops, that's 2. That's wasteful.
Question.
Now we can
I
see how
hook these
big and
up.
complicated
Okay,
our
there we
base
go.
is. It is hard to get. It's a little hard to walk past all these pipes when I'm zoomed out all the way. Which is how I usually play the game. Uh-oh.
What?
What's the problem?
Ah!
Oh, you just ran into a friend.
I was under attack?
It was barely anything.
Yeah, well, I don't have bullets.
Yeah.
So I had to punch them to death. So that was slightly more alarming. There we go.
I'm gonna split off
you can see so
some
much
of this
now.
iron up here.
I'm surprised those managed to find me because the turret's not too far off. Where are they coming from at that angle? Oh! Those are the weird coastline huggers that were attacking the coal line. That's the only way they could be attacking me from the left over here. Because there's a whole lake to our left. Like, they must have been hugging the coastline. It's those weirdos.
That is very weird.
Yeah, AI is odd in this game. Well, it's not that odd if you take it. It's actually weirdly lifelike. Because people would use coastlines as navigation in a lot of situations. Because otherwise it's a big open desert. So it's a weirdly like the AI is imitating life in a weird, probably accidental way.
Oh, it's totally accidental.
Yeah. But yeah, our coal production is absurd right now. I mean, oil.
For the record,
Well, not really.
That backlog of barrels is satisfying.
Yeah, our crude is fine. We need more refineries going, basically.
Yeah, just to loop them all in.
Yep.
Are they all being fed through, or are some of them not working, is what I'm wondering.
Some of them aren't working because Wander hasn't finished hooking up like the light and the heavy from the top sides. But
Oh. Yeah, it does.
He's working on it.
I'm noticing that some of these are just sitting for now.
yeah.
okay, they're all hooked up.
There we go.
Yeah, well, they should be all on. And
2 of them aren't. I don't know why.
Yeah, currently the top one's not draining petroleum.
yeah, so the top one, these top 2 on the left, their light oil is hooked into each other. They're not actually
No,
going
here's
out.
the problem. Here's the problem, Wander. Right here,
found one.
this petroleum. Oh, now it's connected.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
so
wasn't-
the
it
problem
wasn't
is
hooked.
when we fucked everything up, it didn't fix.
There we go.
Yeah,
And-
but look at the light oil pipelines from these 2 on the top left, though.
That's a major increase of production. I'm gonna stare at this. I'm gonna go
Is
stare at the
there-
chemical plant to see if it ever lags anymore.
They're definitely
I can't click on it.
incorrect here.
But how? I'm trying to figure out like how I wired this wrong.
Oh, they loop into each other. So the light oil is just basically being pumped into its
Oh, wow.
into the other
I
one.
see it.
Yep.
I see it.
Yeah.
So
Again,
we just
you
hit.
picked up. So Bird, when you were fixing,
I didn't
you
fix
picked
it,
up a
yeah.
lot of these pipes, but you never fixed it. So I can't diagnose what I didn't do.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
Okay,
you monster.
now it's fixed. We're all good.
I mean, I wasn't
So-
saying it was your fault. I was just saying like that's what.
But it was
happening.
your fault. So, Wander, now the chemical plant is actually moving at maximum speed. It is being instantly refueled, so we could actually increase speed with another one if we
Perfect.
tried to. Although that might be a nightmare to set up.
Huh.
Actually,
How come I can't?
no, it
split
would be
this?
pretty easy. It would be pretty easy to get another one of
Well, I
these.
will say that at the current speed, it's the sulfur is not being outpaced by the chemical plant that makes the whatchamacallit,
Here.
sulfuric acid. They're actually
I'll
weirdly at the
slap
same
down another
speed
one.
right now.
I can slap down another really easily. I have no idea if it's actually going to,
Let's see.
work.
So here's the thing, Wander.
What are you doing? No. What are you doing? It doesn't need that.
We're making a battery down here.
No. The splitter. It doesn't need a splitter at all.
Why not?
What are you
This
trying to
chemical
do?
plant is for more sulfur.
Sulfuric acid
Yeah.
or sulfur?
Well, the battery is down below. That's what I was using it for.
Yeah.
Oh. So, Wander, do you see what's wrong with this fast inserter next to me?
No.
The track keeps going for 2 more tiles.
Oh, yeah.
So that those will just never
Yeah,
get used, basically.
I can get rid of that.
I just went ahead and added a bit more. I just moved the inserter to the bottom of the track, and now it's grabbing from the bottom.
Yep.
So how are we going to get the iron to the battery plant now?
Okay, there we go. And
What iron?
power line right
We
there.
need iron
and
to
we're
the
good.
bottom chemical plant to make batteries.
Okay.
Magic.
Oh.
A smart inserter to grab them, so that it doesn't.
We could do that, but that's slow.
Aren't smart inserters fast? They're made out of fast ones.
There's no room
Oh,
in the
yeah.
iron. That's how this is happening.
Remember, the smart inserter would only
on.
grab the iron to put it on the next part of the track instead of grabbing. And so that because
This is
if we
like-
extend the track,
let's see how fast it is.
it would waste our
Fix.
sulfur.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's see how fast it is.
Let's see. Oops, too far down.
Splitter.
Yeah, right there actually.
Move this over by one.
Filter.
There we go.
Iron. There we go.
Okay, that's a fast inserter speed. Cool.
Yeah. Now I have an ongoing source of that. There we go.
Alright, now we should
This
be able to
looks
make batteries.
so strange right now,
and
by the way.
It's kind of cute. I like it.
Yeah. Wonder,
there we are.
Wonder, have you seen a
fixed it.
smart inserter before?
He doesn't
One
need
second.
to. He fixed
Trying
it.
to-
No, I was wondering if he knows what
did
we
I?
did, because it was a weird thing. I don't know if he's worked with yet.
Generally speaking,
Hold on.
smart
Wait.
inserters are a sign that you kind of fucked up your base. So
Wait, what is happening
it's
right
better
now?
to just not have it.
I'm trying to get more sulfur in here. But I fucked up my placement, so I gotta fix it. And
Okay.
somebody's adding on to me trying to fix shit, and it's only making it worse, and it's very confusing.
Why
Okay.
did we lose our... I'll just put it back. That's fine.
Okay, there we go. And then we need...
There we go. So if
Wanna
you
do
look at this inserter down here,
sulfur.
Wander, it's just grabbing the iron. The idea is to let the iron continue on down to the battery
Yes.
machine without letting
Yes.
without wasting the sulfur.
That makes sense. Okay, there we go.
It's kind of a lampshade solution a lot of the time, but it's nice to be able to just have access to that. Let's see.
There we go.
Oh, you beat me to it. I was like, a long arm would work there.
Mad Zuri is currently watching. So Mad Zuri is basically like the god of this game. And
How do I offend his religion?
basically
How do I Factorio blasphemy?
Mad Zuri's cool, but it's like a lot of the people that follow along, it's sort of like being a big fan of Jesus but not liking Christians. It's like Mad Zuri's great, but all the people that come along and bitch how you're not doing it right.
I'm gonna make
really
7
annoying.
factories where all they do is mass produce lights. You don't understand
Wow,
the
it
true
is-
value.
It is definitely brighter around here. Alright.
Lights are
So
nice.
the next thing that
Petroleum pipe
we're making batteries.
Oops.
Okay, that's good.
They're nice until you're out
Let's-
of power.
Oh, there we go.
Our next challenge is going to be making plastic.
Oh,
Luckily,
right.
plastic is a lot easier to make than batteries.
Thankfully, now that the infrastructure's set up by Wander, it's
Yep.
mostly going to involve making things that just use the resources
makes
he's
another
already
plant.
providing.
Yeah, so he's already got everything pretty much set up for the plastics.
Okay, I'm confused. Somebody's telling me that my top petroleum pipe goes under but not up. Please fix.
If he's saying that and he's right, I don't know if he's right or not, but if he's right, it means there's probably a underground pipe that doesn't have an exit.
I think
But
all your petroleum
all-
pipes are fine.
Yeah, I think we're good. All of our
It might be
factors are
outdated
outputting.
info.
Did you say top
Yeah, I think
petroleum?
Probably is.
If
Oh,
if
yeah.
all of our factories are outputting, then that means
Yeah,
everything's going
when
just
I
fine.
originally
Yeah, so
pointed
they're
out that
wrong.
your petroleum was broken, it was because there was one that went under
Yeah.
and didn't come back up. That
Yeah,
was
so
a
we
long.
already
That was
fixed
like 10
that.
minutes ago.
Okay.
That might be an
Alright.
old comment. No
I think so.
timestamps on Twitch.